Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a little car vlog because I figured why not film a little bit since I get stuck in traffic every morning for an hour and a half. And now you're probably asking yourself, traffic, hour and a half in the morning, why? You look like you've been up for hours. I have. We'll get into everything in this video. I'm gonna do like a little life update. I'm just feeling a little bit inspired today. I'm not really sure why, but I'm just gonna go with it. So if you want to spend some time with me, eat some snacks, get some work done. I love getting work done while watching vlogs. Here we are. We're gonna have a long car vlog because it's a long way home. And we're gonna chat. So just keep on watching the video.
This is not what we should be.
Hi everybody, we moved. I'm wearing this blanket because I always keep car blankets in my car. I'm like Linus when it comes to blankets. I always have a blanket. I sleep with a blanket. I don't know, I always have a blanket. It's like my security blanket. Makes me feel better, makes me feel comfy, makes me feel ready for taking on the day. Actually, fun fact, I wear a blanket all the time in the winter because it's cold and I want to be covered, and when it's snowing I'd rather have a blanket on and not think about how I'm out in the snow. Also, I'm covering up my scrubs because I don't really feel like people finding me at work because I really don't want to talk to anybody at work. So speaking of work, let's get into a little life update, shall we? As many of you guys know, I was living in Philadelphia, which, yes, I very much dear miss it, but with everything after college, like after graduating, I was completely out of money. No savings at all. I was doing everything myself, like paying for my rent and paying for tuition and my bills and groceries and yada yada. It's hard to be an adult, okay? I had to move home again. I'm not embarrassed by it. I'm just like kind of sad because I really wanted to stay in the city. I really love the city. I love being by myself and having my own space. So we'll get back there eventually, but just right now we are temporarily living at home. I also got my hospital job, which I think I talked to you guys about in one of my vlogs. Like, it was super weird because I interviewed for the position, then nobody got back to me, so I was like, oh well, I guess I just didn't get the job, no big deal, whatever. So I got the job at the physical therapy office. I got the job at physical therapy. I like it, but it doesn't pay the bills. There's really no growth for me unless I want to go back to school. It was never gonna last me. Like, I was never gonna be able to get into a position where I would do what I want to do and get paid the way I want to be paid. So I was like, okay, well, I guess this will work for now. So I was working 2 jobs. Also doing like social media and stuff for my mom, which I'm pretty sure I told you guys that. So I didn't hear back from this job. I was like, okay, whatever. But then like months after, they reached out to me. They're like, hey, we actually have this position open, but it's gonna be in the city instead of outside of the city. And I was like, oh, okay, slay. Like, I'll just, you know, whatever. I love being in the city and I want to stay in the city, and what not like better excuse to, like, when I do have money and I am back on my feet, to, like, be in the city because I work in the city, you know? So I was like, slay, I'll take it. I signed up for evening shifts, which is evening is 3 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. And I was like, slay, like, that's not my usual shift. Like, I usually like to work in the morning. I'm like a morning girly, but it's fine. Up until after I signed on, you know, everything, they're like, oh, JK, you're gonna be working overnight. So I'm like, oh. So that shift is 11:30 p.m. to 8 in the morning. So now here we are. It is 8:43 in the morning. I'm trying to get home. And granted, I did leave a little late today, like 8:15, because I was on a different floor and like I have to clock out in a specific building, yada yada. So I will say that it only has really been like 30 minutes, but this has been 30 minutes in traffic, just so everyone knows. And it's actually not as bad as it usually is. Usually it's so much work, but we've been kind of chugging along here, so that's nice. Anyway, so I accepted the job, and I really like the job. It's in the MRI field, and basically what I do is like I help patients get on and off the table, metal screen them. I do everything besides like add the actual imaging, because the actual imaging part you have to like go to school for. So I just really started my overnight shifts because a couple months ago, I wanted to say my start date was June 21st. So I did a couple weeks, actually a few weeks, doing day shifts, so that way I could learn like kind of the flow of things. It's more busy during the day, whatever. Then I did a week of evening shift, then I went on my vacation, and then I came back and did the overnight. So this is my second week starting the overnight. You know what? It's horrible, it sounds horrible, but it's actually kind of good because it's just me and the tech. We enjoy each other's company. You know, we have some things that we have to do, and it's pretty chill. Like, there's literally, you don't have to talk to anybody, you don't have to deal with the crazy day people, because I swear it's a freaking zoo during the day, and I pretty much dislike everybody during the day. Everyone's just so mean and demanding, and yeah, whatever. It's just like very weird. Hospital drama is real. Like Grey's Anatomy, never watched that, but every time I explain my drama to people, they're like, oh yeah, like we totally get that, it's like Grey's Anatomy. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but hospital drama is for real. Like, everyone thinks that they're better than each other. There's like a power complex. It's just like very strange. Anyways, so at night you don't really have that. You don't have that at all, because it's just you and the tech that does the pictures, and you help out the tech. It's like kind of like a partnership, you know? Less people. You don't really scan as many people, so I don't really see as many patients, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, like, it's something like pretty easy, and I actually get paid way more than I normally would, because I get the overnight differential, and then Fridays into Saturdays I get the overnight differential, and I get the weekend differential. So it's like an extra almost $5 an hour on the weekend, which is like crazy. And I was just thinking to myself, since we're on the topic of jobs, well, I have a couple things I was thinking to myself. Number one, I want to quit my physical therapy job, because, let me tell you why. It's because I finally, now, after all of these months I've been working there, I am now just starting to do patient care. And when I do patient care, I try to do what I do, and I know what I know, and, you know, I learn new things and whatever, but the physical therapists don't trust me, number one. Number two, nobody knows how to use me at all. Like, it's just, I don't know. It could be fixed, but it's just annoying. I only get paid $15 an hour. I'm only basically working there Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, which, like, it's just in itself. There's just a lot of negative. The cons outweigh the pros for sure. It's just disorganized now. I feel like a waste of space. Not only that, but it's over. I have my overnight job, and then I drive over there 30 minutes additional to go work for 4 hours and get paid like $0, and like use that money for my gas money for like 2 weeks. It's not worth it in my opinion, and I just think that, you know, it's time to move on. You know how I am about Mercury retrograde, and yes, it's Mercury retrograde right now. I'm supposed to make super like life-changing decisions, and you know what, this one's not a life-changing decision. It's not a life-altering decision, because like I said, it paid for some of my gas money. For me, it's like, why are we doing this? I don't get it. I'm only doing it really because I love the people I work with, and it's like I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart. Like, it's just not life-changing. Like, if it goes, oh well, like I'll lose $75 every 2 weeks. So if I want to pick up shifts at the hospital, like if I'm short or I want extra money, like there's always shifts to be picked up. And then I'm also doing the social media job for my mom, but I've been doing less hours because I've been busy with other stuff. So if I want more money, just put more hours into the social media. You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Like, it's just these things that, like, I could easily make my money somewhere else, and I feel like it's just like getting to be the point where it's like, why would I even bother? And I'm just like stressing myself out. My mom was like, I knew it was gonna get too much, and it's just like I get so offended when people say that, because I'm like, no, I'm strong, I can do it. Well, I can do it, but like, why am I doing it to myself? Why? I can, but why? So we're in the process of, you know, getting that together. Which leads me to my next point, is like, I'm still kind of confused on what I want to do for schooling, because let's be honest, and we've been honest in vlogs before, like, this is what I really want to do, and I know I suck sometimes at it. That's because I'm horrible at managing my time. So instead of driving home listening to this same 5,000 songs I listen to every single day, because I'm always in the car driving, why don't I just film a car vlog for you guys weekly? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can manage my time just a little bit better, in my opinion. you know, kind of do things I actually really want to do and like things I care about. Anyway, back to the schooling part. I knew about MRI techs and I knew about x-ray tech. Really need chapstick. And I knew they make buku bucks for no reason, but I didn't really exactly know what it entailed and what the buku bucks really meant. I was like, okay, well, like let me, you know, kind of talk to people and like see around. Like, would it be something? Like, would it be a no-brainer for me? Because basically, like, I'm gonna have to work until this takes off. If it never takes off, that's fine, because I'm doing something I like to do. But I'd rather spend, you know, make my money, go to work, do what I gotta do, go home and do this kind of stuff, because I like doing social media, and I like talking about products, and I like, you know, interacting with people. Like, what I do for my job, I could really give less as long as it's paying my bills. So I was thinking to myself, okay, well, my two options right now, main options anyway, are physical therapy, which, you know, has been a thing, or doing this MRI tech stuff. So I was asking around, and a lot of the people that, funny enough, a lot of people that ended up in my department either went to physical therapy school and wasn't making enough money, or like the money that they thought they deserved, and they ended up going back to school for an extra year and getting, you know, their imaging, whatever. Or they were gonna go to PT school, but they were like, no, why would I waste all that money and time when I can go back for a year and make more money than the physical therapy people do. So I'm just like, you all make great points. And now this is a life-altering decision. So this decision will not be made yet. But I'm very heavily considering it, because to me, it's like a no-brainer almost. Like, why wouldn't I just go back for the extra year to do something that it's interesting and something that I can just do my job, go home, and do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those jobs where you have to like bring stuff home or work overtime. Like, I mean, if you'd like to work overtime, you can, but you don't have to work overtime. It's more of the job where you can go there, get your work done, and go home. And that sounds like a job for me, because I don't really want to have like a normal job per se. Like, if I have to have one for the rest of my life, whatever, fine. But like, if I could do my social media, if I could do my modeling, if I could do stuff that I actually really want to do while having a job, you know, that I can semi-tolerate, like, I don't understand, like, you know, it's a no-brainer for me, really. Going back and forth and all that. For the physical therapy, if I chose to go that route, I would honestly rather try inpatient, because I've done so much outpatient that I really just don't care about it anymore. And that's number one. Number two, I want to work in pediatrics, and outpatient, we don't typically do that. So I would like to work in a place where I could do pediatric physical therapy instead. And that's probably the path I would take if I wanted to go back to PT school. But also with PT school, there's classes I have to, I think we went into this, and there's classes I have to retake to make my like submission look better, whereas like I can just pick up the MRI stuff and move on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Again, I'm not making any life-altering decisions right now until September 14th or 19th or somewhere around there. That's when I'm gonna not finalize my decision, but that's when I can really start considering making a decision. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm kind of in the in-between. I'm not really sure exactly what I will do, but the MRI stuff is sounding very, very tempting, because like I said, I have to go back to school for 1 year, learn how to do the imaging stuff, and that's it. Is it gonna suck, like, kind of going back to school? Yeah, but also low-key, this is my first year not going back to school, and I'm a little bit upset. I'm kind of getting FOMO, because like, I'm not having my first day of school, you know? It's just like, like, this week was the first day of first week of classes, and I'm usually like, yay, first week of classes, but like, that's not happening anymore, so I feel like it's just kind of sad. That's where I'm at with that. What else is going? Oh yes, so I've been working overnights, and that has been actually, I've been liking the overnights because I don't have to deal with people, but also I can do what I want to do in the morning and then sleep all day. It's great. I love sleeping. It's like, it should be honestly my job. If I could be a professional sleeper, I would be rich. Basically, my days are reversed. Okay, let's play pretend. It's 9 o'clock right now. It's 9 a.m. for everybody else, but it's 9 p.m. for me. And so I go home and I eat and I kind of mess around, or if I'm really tired, I just go to sleep. But today I'm feeling energetic. Maybe it was the caffeine I just had. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling ready. I have to pack a package and walk across the street, post office. I'm happy I'm filming this car vlog because I can go home and edit it, because it is August 31st. I would feel comfortable if I had one more video ready to be edited, so that way I can get more on a schedule, because I hate filming a video for you guys and then like not having anything. I hate doing that. I'm gonna explain this actually. What I'm going to do is I don't know if I ever did this, but this is what I'm going to say. So my YouTube is going to be like lifestyle content, like my vlogs, and I just thought of a good idea. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this would be a good idea. I think it would be a great idea, in my opinion. But I love decorating for fall, and it's coming to the fall season, Queens. And I have so many decorations for my apartment that I literally have no idea where I'm gonna put in my room. So I think it would be fun if we like decorated my room for fall. I think that would be very fun. I like that my YouTube channel is my vlogs, you know? And then I also have Instagram and TikTok. So Instagram, I want it to be a place for like my modeling or my fashion, or like when I'm, you know, like what I'm up to or something like that, you know? And then for my TikTok, I would like it to be like, you know, quick tutorials, or like talking about products that I like. My YouTube videos, I'm automatically going to talk about products I like, because of my vlogs, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm washing my face, like here, this is what I like. But I feel like I want to focus on my TikTok like more tutorial videos, like how I used to do my makeup and all those things, more like my beauty side of things. So that's my plan. But YouTube is my baby, and I rather like have stuff for my baby first and then just like kind of progress on to the rest. And I also just thought of this amazing idea. I literally just found all my CDs from my childhood. Imagine if we did a car vlog listening to my CDs from my childhood. Like, that would be so much fun. And I have so many of them, so I could do a couple parts. Like, I'm like, who's with these ideas right now? Oh my god, who is this? Once that gets old, I'll start showing you my Spotify playlist, but I thought like the CDs would be so much fun. I literally found them when I was unpacking my stuff, and I was like, slay. So I have like some ideas. I need to write these things down, because I guess the juices are flowing right now. How and why, I have no idea. I don't know, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling good. Yesterday I was feeling like, so it's good. It's a change of pace that I'm feeling better right now. I've actually liked the overnight shift too, because it forces me to weed out the people that like don't matter in my life. I'm very good at like hogging people and keeping people that are a waste of space, like, serve no purpose to me. So I feel like being overnight and like talking less to people, I'm trying to start to weed out the people that actually mean something in my life and like do good in my life. I'm also really good at wasting my time on other people, and I'm tired of doing that, and I really want to focus on myself. So I feel like being the overnight shift, since everybody's at work, I can truly actually work on myself. Like, I'm literally forced to. There's just like no other way out of it. And my shift is flexible enough where like today I brought my journal and I did a little journal entry. I brought my book. I actually, guys, so I made my vision board, which I did talk about briefly. But anyway, yeah, so it made it like a big thing that I really want to read a lot of books this year. And guys, I literally have read like almost 10 books this year, and that's like crazy for me. I'm sure that's like chump change for other people, but that's great for me because I never like prioritize reading, but I have been reading so much recently. It's making me so happy. I'm reading After We Collided. I love the After series. The movies I watch over and over and over again. So I was like, maybe I should read the books. So I read After like probably springtime, and then I took a break. Like, I read some shorter books in between. Now I'm reading After We Collided, which is the second book. Yeah, because it's after we collided, after we fell, after ever happy, or like whatever. So you see how this is happening for me. I feel like I'm very much getting into my like, no, okay, this is gonna sound wrong, but I mean it wrong and also right, like my lonely girl era, because the thing is, I hate being lonely, so I fill it with people that don't matter and like are pretty much worthless to me. And I like, it's just like filler people, you know, like when you're writing a paper and you write what you need to write, but you still need 250 words, so you put fluff. That's what I do, because I don't like to be lonely. But since with the shift, it's like kind of forcing me to be lonely, because I don't have time to talk to these people because I'm sleeping or what have you. But also like just learning to be by myself and like do things for myself and like prioritize myself. I feel like I prioritized myself huge this year by reading books, because before I would say, oh, I don't have any time, but like, yes, I do have time. I just have to make time and stop wasting it on other people, you know? And also like my single girl era, because I'm always in a relationship. I let things slide and then I get into other people's lives and like not worry about mine. So it's just like time for me to like do things that I want to do, and do, what's that scene from Dirty Dancing? It's like when Johnny goes out, Patrick Swayze comes out, he's like, I want to do my kind of dancing with my people.
So I'm gonna do my kind of dancing with a great partner.
That's me. Like, I want to do what I want to do, and this is something I know I like to do. Again, I'm not interested in it taking off. If it does, that's great, because there's nothing that I would love to do more than this full time. But also, I just love talking to you guys and like interacting and doing what I like to do. So yeah, that's like basically what's been going on recently. I'm trying to get into some good routine. Honestly, I think this vlog has been long enough. That's going on. Little life update, car vloggy edition. It was wonderful spending time with you all. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more lifestyle content, definitely like this video and subscribe. We will be getting more videos out soon. Thank you guys again. I will see you in my next video. Bye.